Are you a teacher considering a career change and wondering if becoming a virtual assistant could be the right thing for you? Well, keep watching, because that is exactly what this video is about. Hi, I'm Corinne and I run the Small Town VA. I am an ex-teacher. I taught for 10 years. I was also an assistant principal, and I took the skills and the knowledge and everything that I got from teaching, and I'm now funneling that into my VA business. And I think that teachers are the perfect people with the perfect skill set to become virtual assistants, and that's what I'm going to share in this video. So let's dive right into the skills that teachers have that make them great virtual assistants. Firstly, they're organised. Teachers know how to work to timetables. They know how to put together timetables. They're used to having the time constraints around what needs to get done and when it needs to get done. In fact, a lot of teachers are also teaching these skills to their students and helping them with study habits and getting assignments in on time. So teachers know how to work to those deadlines. They know how to sort those timetables. They are organised people, and that is a huge part of being a virtual assistant and supporting a business to get organised and have those schedules and timetables in place. Teachers also have a tendency to be detail orientated. One of the areas where this can come in really handy is if you're like checking over someone's schedule or you're doing some proofreading as a teacher, particularly if you have worked in like a field like English or you've had to ever mark a writing task. We are doing this kind of stuff constantly. We are constantly looking for the little things that can be improved in a kid's work, or where something isn't quite right, or where an understanding hasn't happened. We're always looking for those details. We're looking for those areas for improvement. And these are the exact skills that a VA needs. If you're doing proofreading, you want to be able to check the grammar. If you're looking over a website or any kind of copy, you want to be able to say, hey, this sentence doesn't make sense, or have you thought about moving these around? So the things we do in the classroom just apply so relevantly to the work that we do in the VA field. Teachers tend to be natural problem solvers. If you're a teacher, you get this. You know what it's like to be in a classroom with 30 kids, all their different needs. Some of them are calls from across the hallway, they need something else. You've got lunch duty in 2 minutes. You've got this that needs to happen on the computer, and that's going on over there. You understand what it is like when your attention is being pulled in 100 different ways. And you know how to solve problems, how to prioritize, how to go, okay, right now, this kid needs my attention, this task needs to get done, that's not a priority, I'll come back to that later. That is constantly happening. So teachers are really, really good at solving problems, coming up with solutions, particularly on the fly. And they're also really, really great at multitasking and having different jobs going at once. So as a virtual assistant, you will often have a range of clients, and you will need to prioritize. I'm going to work on this client's social media first, then I'm going to work on this client's phone calls, then I'm going to move into this email management job that needs to get done. And as a teacher, you naturally do that in your day-to-day at school. You naturally move through, this student needs my priorities, this task needs to happen. So you're really, really good at prioritizing, multitasking, and then problem solving and coming up with what needs to be done and how you're going to fix that problem on the fly. Teachers know tech. There is so much technology, so many apps, so many platforms that teachers need to be across just to do their job. Teachers are using different email providers, Gmail and Outlook, for example. They're using different word processing and content creation tools. I know as a teacher, I was using Microsoft programs, Microsoft Word, Excel, those kind of things. I was using the Google Suite, my Google Docs, Google Slides, all of those things. I was using Canva. Teachers are using all of this technology that you can take the skills that you were using to create content and learning resources for kids, and you can apply that to small businesses. So you already have more tech skills as a teacher than you think, and they are easily transferred from the classroom and school setting into helping small businesses get things done. Alongside knowing how to use the technology, teachers are also regularly creating content. And while what you see in the classroom might not be what you're seeing on Instagram or TikTok or the latest social media platform, there are real similarities. Teachers are often having to put together worksheets, notes, graphics, compelling slideshows, all of these things that we put together to engage kids and to make the classroom an exciting and interesting place. That is content creation. Those are content creation skills that can be applied to different settings and different social media accounts and email marketing. All of these things that you do for the classroom can be transferred to other areas. Then there are the personal traits that make teachers drawn to a career like teaching, but then also makes them great virtual assistants. People that go into teaching tend to be personable, they tend to be empathetic, they tend to have those skills to be able to sit and listen and to really get to the bottom of people's problems. Throughout a teaching career, you build up so many communication skills, whether it's your written communication in notes to parents, or whether it is that face-to-face discussion, like when you have a parent-teacher conference and you have to sit down and you have to have some tricky conversations. And you really get to know that communication is that two-way street where you're listening into the parents and hearing what problems they're having or what they need your help with, and then you're sharing back the things you're seeing in the classroom. You're having those discussions and you're building those communication skills. Those same skills can then be applied to being a virtual assistant, where you need to have discussions with business owners and really get to the heart of what are they struggling with, where can you help them? So if you're a teacher and you're thinking about whether being a VA might be right for you, hopefully this video has just got your brain ticking a little bit. Hopefully you're starting to see how the things you do every day around the school and in the classroom, those are skills and personality traits that can be directly taken and applied to your virtual assistant business to start supporting small businesses. While you may not have worked in administration and you might not have been in an assistant role in the past, being a classroom teacher and working in a school really does equip you with so many skills that are relevant in this industry. If you are organized, tech savvy, detail orientated, you already have so many of the characteristics that are needed to do well in the virtual assistant industry. If you have any questions about what it takes, or you're wondering about how to get started, send me a message or leave a comment. I'm always happy to chat with teachers who are looking at this as a career option.